Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world's greatest wrestling promotion. Now, live on Tuesdays, 7:30 Eastern Time. I'm your host for tonight's show, which is going to be a doozy, Bloody 617. And with me, as always, the general manager and owner of WGW for live.
This is Mr. Incredible 617. How you guys doing out there? We are going to have an amazing show for you here tonight.
It's going to be a great card, and you're going to see people collide that have never even met before in the ring. So it's going to be a great show, and we bring it to you only on WGW. You can't find the greatest superstars anywhere else but WGW, and me and Mr. Incredible are proud to bring you what we have to offer.
And this is starting off with the first of its kind WGW League Series, and we are starting it off strong. We started it off last week with the Red Army re-evaluating themselves and beating an old flame, the Empire. They started off, they got the 2 points, but now we are moving on here at Los Angeles, California, and we got the next matchup in the League Series.
And it's going to be a great one, an unexpected one if anybody has to ask the question, because it is a interpromotional matchup, tag team matchup between WGW Live's The New Age World Order and IWF's The Beast. We're going to see these guys go head to head in a match, and we're going to see if the IWF can pick up a huge victory for their promotion, or if the New Age World Order is going to continue showing why WGW is the dominant brand and pick up a victory here.
Oh, I cannot wait, because I've been dying to see what these guys, the Beast, the team that's on the right-hand side of your screen, I've heard a lot of buzz. In the IWF promotion, there is no tag team division, so I got permission from their owner, that guy, our Genesis over in the promotion of IWF, send his best top-tier talent tag team over to WGW, and he said that they are promising, and that I cannot wait to see what they have to dish out in that square circle.
And they look like a couple of martial artists. I remember watching those old school kung fu movies between Bruce. You ever seen the fight between Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris?
No, I seen Black Leroy though.
Well, these guys are martial arts inspired, and it's going to be a hell of a match. But can they take on the giant, the big towering man of the New Age World Order and the former television champion Charles B., both of which have had a tough run as of late. But going into this match, it's going to be a completely different element. They've never fought these guys before. They don't know what their background is. They don't know what their fighting style is. So it's going to be a completely new challenge for these individuals.
I know, but you can't doubt the teamwork of the New Age World Order. That guy right there is definitely an X factor in this matchup here tonight, and I am pointing at Mr. Charles B. Charles B is the former television champion, first ever, and also first ever tag team champion in Evil Deeds.
Absolutely.
So he knows what he's doing. He's a vet.
I mean, you can never count the guy out. He's one of the oldest guys in WGW, and while he hasn't been having the greatest run lately, I don't doubt for a second that he can easily Superman punch his way into victory here tonight.
I can see it. But Scott Lee, Johnny Tsunami, over at the IWF have something to say about that, and they are going to dish out some damage here tonight. But I would love to see how them being the smaller frame in this matchup, how do they take on the Beast, the Giant, the 7-footer? This guy's going to be massive in this matchup here tonight.
And we've seen him push the likes of Coach away. A man with a massive upper body strength, having absolutely no fear of anybody going into the ring. And it's going to be difficult. It's going to take a lot of stamina, a lot of effort to keep this guy on the ground or even lift this guy off of it.
I cannot wait. And you shall wait no longer. WGW is bringing it to you right here, live in Los Angeles, California. How you guys doing out there? The Gladiators are going wild.
And they are ready for this match, and I'm ready for this match. It's been a while since we've seen the crowd going this crazy for a card, and I think it's going to be, it just is a testament to how good this card is tonight.
They know, because they know what's going on at the end. The main event here tonight, we will continue on to see who will be the first man to be in front of Mike Briggs for his newly crowned internet championship.
It's gonna be good to see that match. I'm excited for. Will it be Chase Henderson, the girl hitter, or will it be the man with the greatest damn DDT in the history of WGW?
Moving forward to face Chris Dallas. Chris Dallas picking up a huge victory last week.
I gotta be honest with you. I'm rooting for the Lone Wolf here, just because I want to see Dallas and Lone Wolf go at it one more again.
Oh, is that the reasoning why? Come on, be real, bloody.
Well,
be real, bloody.
It's because I want to see the greatest damn DDT in all of WGW and all of the world, nay, the universe, nay, the galaxy, being dropped on Chase Henderson. I won't lie about that. I want to see it executed, done, dada.
But here tonight we have the Giant Charles B, and they are about to take a storm into Johnny Tsunami and Scott Lee here tonight.
It's going to be a good match. I already can tell.
Who will be the team? Will they pick up the 2 points needed to guarantee their #1 contendership at the Coliseum?
Well, they got to beat these guys. The IWF, the Beast, Johnny Tsunami, and Scott Lee.
Scott Lee and Johnny Tsunami. And you can feed them off the crowd. The crowd is roaring for them. The gladiators are going wild. They love to see competition, and so do I, bloody. And that's why I made this league series for you fans, for you guys to see all the top talent around the world, and they're coming here to WGW.
These guys are quick-witted, fast, maneuverable, and we're gonna see if they can outmaneuver the bigger opponents that they got on the opposite end of the ring there.
I cannot wait. Here we go. This match will be underway, and we are starting it off with the Giant on this side
and Scott Lee on the other.
And here we go. Scott Lee, the Giant, and Alfred rings the bell, the senior official in the ring. And Scott Lee starts off strong with a big snap suplex onto the Giant.
And manipulating the weight of the Giant very effectively there.
And Giant
but the
fights
Giant
back.
not taking too kindly to
Northern Lights suplex.
I call that the Giant Northern Lights. That light up the damn sky if you let it.
And it definitely will. And he may have just broken Scott Lee's wrist there.
And look at this, showing no fear in that corner.
Johnny Tsunami knocks him off of the top rope.
That was a very dumb thing to do on the Giant's part there.
Very ballsy on the Giant's end. And a pimp smack by Scott Lee to the Giant as he sends him over.
And look at that, into a spine buster taking Scott Lee down.
The Giant tags in now. Charles B. And Charles B is now in the ring. And here he goes after Scott Lee.
And now the Charles B on the outside.
Johnny Tsunami on the top rope calling for Charles B to stand to his feet, and it is not going to look good.
Oh, and a drop kick taking Charles B down.
And Johnny Tsunami taken to the legs of Charles B. Gets him up. Lifts up the big man and sends the former TV champion against the mat.
With a massive powerbomb to the mat. But Charles B not want to stay down for too long, but Tsunami all over the former TV champion.
And gets him here in a big backdrop by Johnny Tsunami.
Goes
and
for
he
the
goes
cover.
for the cover here.
Doesn't hook the leg down.
Alfred goes for the 1, the 2, and just a 2 count. Not putting the former champ away.
And now stomping away at the TV champion, at the former TV champion. Johnny Tsunami not wasting any time, continuing to dish out the damage here.
And a big vicious right hand by Johnny Tsunami.
These guys are just dishing out the pain.
You can see, and the repetitive kicks to the chest, trying to open up his chest with his boot.
Calling for it to be over as he brings Charles B back up to his feet there.
Gets him above the shoulders. What will he do?
Samoan drop. Dropping the former TV champion down.
I like what they're doing. As you can see, they cut off the ring. Charles B nowhere near his teammate, and Johnny Tsunami in arm's length of attack for Scott Lee.
And a kick to the sternum just for good measure there. Picks him up.
And an Olympic slam by Johnny Tsunami.
Drops him on the back there. Hooks the leg.
Will it be over
1
for Charles B?
2.
He gets the 2
and the Giant manages to break up the count and take out Alfred in the process there.
He's just such a big man, but you know Alfred is very sturdy. He will get back onto his feet and continue to officiate this matchup.
Charles B again getting caught by that fireman's carry. And you gotta wonder.
Above the shoulders.
You gotta wonder.
Oh, into the TKO! The TKO!
Might be over there, ladies and gentlemen.
Goes for the
It might be over there, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2.
Just a 2. Charles B is a resilient guy. He's definitely going to take more than that to put him away.
And a big left hand. But how much more, as these guys have not built up any momentum in this match.
Big left hand by by Johnny Tsunami, excuse me. But he is looking to put Charles B out right here, right now. Charles B up to his feet, but
and
no,
does not allow
advantage.
it. Does not allow it. Manages to break the momentum of Johnny Tsunami there really quickly.
And the technique of Charles B.
And
he
dropping that weight on the knee.
Technique. Charles B going after him once again. And Johnny Tsunami, catches all of the clothesline there. And another one. Will he get it? No, he turns him over.
Over the top with a nice shoulder toss, taking Johnny Tsunami and putting him in red territory there.
And a spine buster to just close out that combination.
And he brings him back up to his feet.
Gets him up. And that's a
perfect plex with the cover there.
Gets him.
1,
Scott Lee needs to get into the
2.
ring. But no, he has all the faith in the world for his tag team partner.
And what does Charles B choose to do? He chooses to show the crowd why he is in control here. Showing the crowd that he's not afraid of these IWF guys. And it looks like Tsunami might be eating a knuckle sandwich.
Superman punch by Charles B, the former champion, putting out Johnny Tsunami.
1, 2. Just a 2.
He kicks out at 2, showing the resiliency.
Man, he was about to eat that. He ate that knuckle sandwich better than I eat my lunch during the workday.
No one eats their lunch better than you, bloody. And there you go. Johnny Tsunami gets him up again with another Olympic slam.
Now Tsunami back in control of the match. Stomps away at the former TV champion, trying to stay in control here. Look at that. A punch to the ear there.
Oh.
And the Vulcan nerve pinch. You know the maneuver that I love so much. As a Trekkie, you got to enjoy the maneuver, the Spock.
And there you go, as Charles B fights out of the Vulcan nerve pinch with a right hand to the sternum and an uppercut to boot. But no, Johnny Tsunami reverse DDT.
He is staying on top of this individual, man, and it's refreshing to see somebody so in control of a match.
And here he goes, and will he hit him? He does another TKO to put
the Giant
the former
needs
champ
to get
out.
into the ring.
The bleach is
He
clear.
needs to break up the count.
2.
And he manages to break up the count, keeping his partner Charles B in the match.
Saving the match here for Charles B is the Giant, but Charles B needs out in a bad way, and this may be the opening that he needs.
And look at this. A Northern Light suplex taking Johnny Tsunami down.
Gotta love the classics.
And here comes the big man, the Giant, finally into the ring. He needed that tag, man.
The Giant is in, and now the Giant looking to open up a can of whoop ass. And no, he gets a belly to belly.
That is an amazing display of strength, if I do say so myself. And look at that neck crank applied to the Giant there.
And he's cranking the neck of the Giant in a world of pain.
And it's like the NWO does not have an answer for these two young individuals. And here comes Scott Lee.
Scott Lee, the freshest man in this matchup, eats a massive elbow by a Giant.
But an elbow right back to the Giant.
Tucks under.
And into a DDT.
A vicious DDT to the Giant that floors the big man. Scott Lee needs to stay on top of the Giant right
and
here.
Look at this, an armbar. But the Giant's foot, it should be clearly under the rope there.
And as you can see, Alfred asking all the right questions, but the Giant chooses to fight out of it with a big, vicious right hand and another. And Scott Lee in world of pain of himself. And
went for a belly to belly, but gets caught with a headbutt instead.
And
a double leg takedown.
Will we be seeing the Boston Crab? We will be.
He is right by the rope. He is right by the rope. Will he tap out? The Giant has not been known to have good dexterity when it comes to the submissions.
So much pain is the Giant, but the Giant shows his strength and fights off Scott Lee.
And an elbow from Scott Lee to the Giant now. Gets him into a grapple and getting ready to send him up. Oh, into a Falcon Arrow. But it looked like that took a lot of stamina to do.
It definitely did, and a leg kick. And no, Scott Lee gets cut!
Into a sit-down powerbomb. Beautifully executed by the Giant.
The Giant looking to dish out some pain.
People sleep on the Giant, man. He's a huge guy. He's a huge guy. You got to be careful when you're trying those high-fly maneuvers on him.
And a perfect plex by the Giant as sends Scott Lee flipping over into his corner. And he's so close he may need a tag out.
He does exactly what he needs to do as Charles B makes his way back into the ring.
The Giant looking to put one more maneuver on the way out, and that's a big Giant suplex.
Towering suplex taking Scott Lee down, and now Charles B kicking the man while he's down. And as you say, this is the sport where you can do it. It's allowed.
This is the sport to do it. And he goes, and it's a big kick to the chest of Scott Lee, and Charles B is on top of this man.
But no, Scott Lee with a judo throw to get back in control of the match. Now going for what it looks like a suplex into a Falcon Arrow.
Falcon Arrow by Scott Lee. He is in control right now. Will he do the damage that needs to be done? And it looks like he's setting Charles B up for a spear. And he gets it. Gets the spear.
Of it.
Here he goes, Alfred.
1, 2, 3.
And I can't believe my eyes. The beast of IWF has just picked up 2 points in the league series, ladies and gentlemen, taking out the New Age World Order, and they will be going to the next round with 0, ladies and gentlemen. But the good thing about the league series, you can lose one, but you're still not out. That's the greatness of this, because the Beasts are now tied with the Red Army at 2, but that puts an L, that puts a big fat 0 in the column next to the Beast for the New Age World Order.
And the NWO just keep falling deeper and deeper into that ditch. I'll tell you right now.
But they are just 1 win away from being tied with the top, bloody. That's what I'm saying. This league series it literally can go down to the wire, down to the nitty gritty.
Man, it didn't even seem like they had an answer for the Beast tonight. It seemed like the Beast had everything going for them, and the New Age World Order had nothing.
Well, there was
no answer.
There's one thing I can say that will be in their favor. They can watch tape on the New Age World Order. The New Age World Order were almost at a disadvantage, not knowing what these two guys were gonna bring out, dish out into the in the square circle, and you know what? They came up and they came to play, and now they are here, and they are looking to become the next #1 contenders for the WGW Tag Team Champions.
And we got a blood feud in this next match. We got the Red Army's Johnny Columbus taking on Jose, and as we know, Jose was brutally assaulted by Johnny Columbus in the back as he was in the clinic getting his stitches, or getting his head looked at, as he was beaten bloody last week. And unfortunately, it wasn't enough to keep him out of the win column, but it gave Columbus the opportunity that he needed to attack the man when he was not in a condition to fight back.
Got him at the hospital, bloody. How low do you have to go to kick a man while he's down?
He's a member of the Red Army, man. I don't put anything past these guys.
Red Army gets their win. Jose gets a win. Gets a little bit bloody. He meets him at the hospital.
No pun intended.
He meets him at the hospital and just destroys Jose. How low can you stoop to literally kick a man in the hospital?
Pretty low. I've seen it happen before. One time my brother, he broke his pinky because we got into an argument. I went to the hospital and I laughed at him. I mean, it's not the same thing, but it's kind of there.
The disrespect is being shown by Bloody. He's a savage. And Johnny Columbus is looking to put Jose clear away in this matchup here tonight, as we see Jose take on Johnny Columbus. And this will be a Falls Count Anywheres match. And between these two men, they may end up right back in the hospital between this matchup here tonight.
And now the superstars get ready to make their way to the ring, and you gotta wonder what kind of condition Jose's in, because he fought less than a week ago, and he comes back to the ring getting ready to show his stuff, I guess, if you want to call it that. I don't really know what the guy's deal is, but you know, it's Jose. He's a cowboy.
The wild man is in live, ladies and gentlemen, and he has been coming out strong.
He has a pink hat.
He came out with a win against Jack Rudy, the modern day Savage, last week.
I could have understood the pink hat in October, but this, what is this?
He likes to get wild, man.
Anyways.
He's a wild man, and that's the reason why you don't know anything what this guy's gonna do. He is such a wild man. That's the only thing I can really say about him.
Gee, man, it's like, it kind of makes you wonder, how wild is he? You were supposed to answer the question.
I just said I didn't know
Anyway.
how wild he was.
Anyways, making his way to the ring, the Red Army's own dangerous Johnny Columbus, and man, he has some kind of what's the word that I can use here? He does not like Jose.
Not
he
has some bit.
He has some inhibitions towards Jose, and it's clear here that he's gonna make it well known in the ring. At least he's gonna attempt to, because there's not a lot of people who can handle Jose in the ring.
That is true. And Johnny Columbus is looking to dish out the damage that'll put Jose on the shelf for quite some time. You can just see it in his demeanor from what you saw at the hospital. He is looking to put him away, man. And there you go.
Seems to me like he wasn't really too thrilled about Jose asking for title shots. You know, being that he is just recently called up from the Great War, he doesn't think that he's entitled to anything. And a lot of people would argue that very same fact about Johnny Columbus, as many people call him the jobber. But I mean, we can't really hold him to that, because he won his match last week.
I can definitely see.
And Jose also won his match, and it's not going to be an easy match for John. I don't think it's going to be as easy for Johnny Columbus to take out Jose as he thinks it is.
Oh, it definitely wouldn't be, because Jose is definitely an in-ring competitor, and a good one to boot. But there you go, the signature of the Red Army, wasting all my pyro money. And here comes Jose going head-to-head against dangerous Johnny Columbus.
Alfred has rung the bell, and they will fight in the ring.
And you knew that Jose wanted to come out strong as he sends him into the corner.
And into the turnbuckle. It wasn't even exposed, and the man fell down. Look at this deadlift, sit-down powerbomb from Jose.
Jose looking to dish out all the damage that he needs to, because he's been waiting to get his hands on Johnny Columbus ever since that sneak attack at the hospital. And there he goes.
And look at that, dropping elbows on the back of the Cowboy's head, and gets tossed into the rope, but misses that clothesline completely.
He may be still out. He may be still dazed. You never really recover from a concussion that fast. And he may be still concussed.
Oh, but he turns it into a flatliner, taking Johnny Columbus down to the ground.
And Jose looking to stomp out Johnny Columbus here, and gets him up to his feet unwillingly. No! And that is a shoulder check by Johnny Columbus, and he ducks under.
Underneath in a big clothesline, taking the Cowboy down. The Wild Man looking to have some trouble keeping Johnny Columbus in front of him, and it's gonna be even harder with the knee to the forehead.
I'm telling you, Johnny Columbus needs to, as bad as this sounds, he needs to stay on top of Jose and keep attacking the head, because that is where he had the stitches. He would reopen up Jose, and Jose may have just had a minor concussion, and he may be looking to do it again, but Jose hits him with a clothesline.
And now stomping away at Johnny Columbus. Jose in control of the match, but again Johnny Columbus back in control, snapping the arm of Jose over the shoulder.
Oh, and an overhand right, and an electric chair. Oh, and that is vicious.
Is that, you think that's anything similar to like riding a horse? You know, when the horse bucks you off. That kind of similar?
That is something you need to ask Jose, because it looks like he just felt both of them.
A stomp to the sternum by Johnny Columbus, and Jose on the ground, not stern, but Johnny Columbus trying to egg him on to get up from the floor, and then Jose not moving at all.
You know what, Johnny? You know what you did to him at the hospital. I don't see how you think this is okay. And he starts firing some lefts to the forehead of Jose, and he's looking to do it again. He's looking to do some damage, bloody.
Oh, absolutely. He's looking to bust open those old wounds.
I don't think he's here to win this. I think he's here to end Jose's career.
Absolutely. And look at that.
And a side effect. Down. A side effect by Johnny Columbus. And he goes for the pin here.
1.
And that is a 2 count. And just a 2 count there as Jose gets the shoulder up.
And man, Johnny Columbus he is irate. I don't know what it is about Jose that makes him so angry, but you know, it's it's clear to me that Johnny Columbus and him are not going to be friends in that locker room.
Nowhere in the near future, at least. As you can see, Jose sends him into the corner, and Johnny Columbus, boots him off.
And now looking for a backdrop here, and he gets it.
Back of the neck, back of the head, just smacks against the mat.
And the upper back there.
Everything that Johnny Columbus is doing is attacking the head, and there goes.
There it is. He busted open the old wounds of Jose. That's exactly what he was going for.
And Johnny Columbus gets him and a judo throw by Jose.
And you know what it is. Sometimes I wonder. Look at this. It tosses him across the ring. Sometimes I wonder if Jose just kind of gets angry when they make him bleed, because it seems like he gets stronger, not weaker, when he's losing blood profusely from the forehead.
Some people are just like that, man. Some people need to get punched in the face, and it looks like in Jose's case, he needs to open up. He needs to taste his own blood to infuriate him.
Getting ready for that choke slam.
And it looks like it's feeding him. No, Johnny Columbus fights out of it.
Johnny Columbus. Oh man, the side effect again.
And it may be game over for Jose, but no, like I said, Johnny Columbus looking to do some more damage. As he goes and a kick to the sternum. Johnny Columbus, how low can you go?
he could have went lower. You got to be thankful he didn't. At least Jose is.
And Jose boots him off, and showing Johnny Columbus how he feels about him flipping the birds. And an alley-oop by Jose
from the ground, man. And the strength of this dude is unimaginable. That he can do that all while bleeding out. And now Jose on the apron there.
And what will we see here? And this is very bad. Clubs to the back.
Forearm after forearm after forearm. And then a backstabber.
That was vicious. Look at him, man. He just doesn't care. And now he's showing the gladiators of the crowd how he feels about them as well. And Jose, not looking good for Jose.
And this could be it right here.
Gets him up and drops him head first.
And a massive brainbuster.
This
hooks the
bad.
leg. 1, 2,
3. No, that's a 2 count, bloody.
Jose kicking out at the near fall of 2. And Johnny Columbus cannot be happy about that.
He definitely isn't. But in his, I feel like in his sick, sadistic mind, Johnny Columbus is happy that he can dish out some more damage to Jose.
And look at Jose taunting to the crowd. And the crowd is loving that.
And a standing corkscrew by Jose. But Jose's going to need to dish out some more damage. He needs to get his bearings back. As DJC gets caught. And this is an Alabama slammer by Jose. And Jose goes for the cover. Will it be it?
1, 2.
Just a 2 count.
Near fall for Jose there. And man, that could have been a huge upset for Johnny Columbus there.
Can you imagine Jose putting him away? And we may be seeing that one-arm spine buster. And Jose may put DJC away. One-arm spine buster, ladies and gentlemen.
And he lands all of it, Mr.
There
Incredible.
He goes. 1, 2.
And just a 2. As Johnny Columbus manages to break the count.
I can't believe my eyes. Jose still got the fire under him. He's looking to put DJC away.
And DJC keeps being called up to his feet as Jose is going to take a high-risk maneuver here. Doesn't get it all, but just enough to take him off of his feet.
That is what you call not 100% of it.
That's more like, I would say maybe like 47%.
Somewhere. That's a good ratio there.
Went for the cutter. And no.
See, it's because if you would have hit the rest of it.
There goes the side effect.
53%, he would have got all of it.
That's usually how math works.
And there you go, as DJC is looking to put Jose away here tonight.
But Jose refusing to stay down, continuing to fight back to his feet and try to get back into the fight.
And an overhand right. And a face smasher by Jose. He doesn't give 2 cares about the cut on his forehead.
I'm pretty sure that's that's probably something you should consider.
And he goes for the cover, hooks the leg, the shoulders down, but just gets a 2 count.
Johnny Columbus again manages to get back to his manages to break the count and fights his way back to his feet.
And there you go, as Jose is looking to dish out some more damage to DJC and a snap nair.
And every time, and the Vulcan nerve pinch, ladies and gentlemen. When you get hit by that, it's like your whole arm goes numb.
Yeah, that is definitely pressure point is what they call it. And that pressure point just put DJC against the mat, and so did that elbow.
I went to an acupuncturist once, and they gave me a treatment there. One, two.
What is it for?
I mean, it's just to open up the chi. You know?
The chi.
I don't know what that... I think it's like some kind of tea or something.
I am commentating with Iron Fist, ladies and gentlemen, as Jose goes up to the top.
And high-risk maneuver, and he lands
it.
he
lands it! A big moonsault by Jose. Gets him in that awkward angle as
Johnny
well.
Columbus may have gassed himself out, as we see that time and time again.
Oh, and he sends him against the mat. I used to trip people like that in school. I used to get in so much trouble.
You're a jerk.
It was great.
You were a jerk.
And and another Alabama slammer. Johnny Columbus may have just blew his load this early, and now Jose is coming back.
And now Jose is looking for a cover here.
Jose
going for a dirty pin.
Goes against the ropes.
One, two.
Just the two count. Can you imagine if Jose picked up the win like that?
What a dirty tactic, and I love it.
As Jose gets him. No, Johnny Columbus reverses and sends him to the mat, and a big kick to boot.
It's Johnny Columbus stomping away at Jose, the cowboy. And now drops the knee on the forehead of Jose.
He may have just crushed his windpipe.
And we might be seeing the end of Jose here if Johnny Columbus can land this maneuver.
Johnny Columbus
and it
has
looks like
him
he has it.
The 1916, a brain buster to the top of Jose's head.
He is down. He is down. He hooks the leg.
Here we go.
One, two, three. Johnny Columbus of the Red Army picking up a victory over an injured Jose.
Johnny Columbus is on a roll if you think about it. He picked up a tag team win with the Red Army just last week, and now moves on and beats Jose in deciding fashion.
I wouldn't say it was deciding, Mr. Incredible.
How wasn't it?
Jose,
it's a pinfall victory. That is 1, 2,
well, I mean, I
three.
guess that's a decision, but it wasn't like he completely dominated the match.
Oh, he definitely didn't, but that is a way. See, what people don't understand, there's ways to win, Bloody. It's pinfall, submission, countout, and disqualification. All of those in the books still give you a W. Still gives you a W.
But deciding fashion, I think not.
How? That is the only deciding fashion. A 1, 2, 3 is the most deciding fashion you can possibly get in a wrestling ring.
We're talking about how easily he defeated him. We're not talking about whether he defeated him.
You're talking about how easily he defeated him. I'm saying he did it in deciding fashion because it was a pinfall victory. It wasn't via countout. Even though that is a victory, we all saw that the current tag team champions won like that to get their #1 contendership.
And what do you know? I wasn't prepared for this match. Little Evil versus Crimson X.
This is quite a preview because Crimson X will be defending his hardcore championship against Little Evil's tag team. Also, Big Brother, Big Evil, coming up at Outbreak.
Whoa, it was like the name was escaping me. Who could it be? Little Evil, who's his big brother? Oh. But Crimson X is no pushover. One of the toughest SOBs in the ring. He is definitely the longest reigning hardcore champion. And he is gunning for international gold. He doesn't care what anybody says to try to stop him. He wants that international title, and he says he's going to get it sooner or later. It's going to happen.
And you can see Crimson X winning in dominating fashion over RTB, winning the title over the coach, and also going steaming forward over the last one. Slips my mind at the moment, but I'm pretty sure he defended his title against the former hardcore champion Revile. He stormed over him as well. In a non-title match, he stormed over him. He also has a submission victory over Kurt Collins.
And Primetime.
I'm telling you, man, Crimson X has been on a tear. And I don't see anyone in the near future taking away that hardcore title, especially. But Big Evil does hold a chance.
And Big Evil holds the only candle to taking that hardcore title. The man eliminated 5 men in the Royal Rumble in that war, and it doesn't even matter what you have to say about it because he did it just in an utter destructive fashion. It took 2 men to throw Big Evil over the top rope.
Big Evil is definitely a force to be reckoned with, and so is this man right here, Little Evil, looking like a shaman as he goes in, and he is looking as he sneaks his way through the crowd. He's so small, he could have went under their legs. And
he's so small, he probably could have just hung out and had like coffee under the ring.
As you can see, Little Evil looking to soften up his brother's opponent for Outbreak and looking to dish out some damage on the current hardcore champion.
Little Evil is one of the fastest men on the roster.
He's probably one of the fastest men on the planet.
They say that underneath that mask, there is only another mask.
They say underneath that mask, underneath that mask, he has no face.
That's not what I heard. Underneath the second mask, I heard it's Usain Bolt.
I can see it.
And here comes none other than the current reigning hardcore champion of WGW, Crimson X.
Crimson X has been on a tear, ladies and gentlemen. I know I've said it time and time again, but the list of bodies that he has on that Executioner, the list is growing and growing and growing, and Little Evils may just be next on that list.
The one thing you gotta enjoy about Crimson is that he has a no-nonsense attitude. The guy doesn't play no games. He just comes to the ring and he does what he needs to do to win.
Get her done. That's what he does.
Done.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As Crimson X is ready and willing to make an example out of his opponent's tag team partner here tonight.
That's a good-looking hardcore belt, man.
All the championships here at WGW look good, man. That's what it's all about. People love the titles here at WGW. Shout out to the titles here at WGW.
Shout out. Hashtag title maker.
As Crimson X makes his way into the ring. And Little Evil showing the respect, giving him the space that he deserves.
You know, Little Evil and Big Evil may be a lot of talk about heel nature, but they recognize individuals that are worthy of respect. I would imagine that, you know, you don't just disrespect a champ.
You definitely don't, especially one in the Thatcher of Crimson X. But Alfred is ready to get this match underway as he rings the bell. Little Evil, Crimson X meet center of the ring, and Crimson X comes off with a vicious clothesline.
A massive clothesline taking Little Evil off of his feet.
And big right hands to the top of the head of Little Evil.
And the thing about Crimson is that he wastes no time targeting that head area. He knows that he's going to lock in that execution at some point in the match, and he makes sure that every single maneuver is calculated towards affecting that outcome.
Yep, he goes after the head, the arm, the shoulder, the collarbone, anything above the chest, he goes after and he dishes out some straight damage.
And look at this, going for a neck breaker.
And do you see the pressure that he sends behind that neck breaker?
But a face match from Little Evil, and
Little
with
Evil,
a nice clothesline, taking Crimson X down.
Little Evil is just so fast. That may just be the factor that he needs to put Crimson away here tonight, and he stomps the wrist of Crimson X now.
Fast means nothing if you can't stop the Goliath in front of you.
And Little Evil calling up for Crimson X to stand up. And he goes up springboard and misses the knee.
Crimson X says, bunk that. I ain't getting touched by you.
And he sends him against the ropes. And a belly to belly. No, he trips him up and sends him against the mat.
Taking Crimson X down. We haven't seen Crimson X get overpowered like that in a while.
And a shooting star press. And that crazy dance that Little Evil always tends to do. And he still looks like my stolen bike.
I don't think that's going to change anytime soon, Mr. Incredible.
And a T-bone suplex by Crimson X.
And a kick to the back. But look at Little Evil eating all of it in a drop kick.
Man, Little Evil's fun to watch.
He doesn't say much, though.
No. He's a mute. As he flips him over, and Crimson X is looking to... a dragon sleeper. And a Dragon Sleeper is actually the maneuver that won Crimson X the title against Coach in the submission match.
Yeah, that was true. Actually, wasn't it a?
Oh, and a flying clothesline off the top rope.
Wasn't it a Boston Crab? I was pretty sure it was a Boston Crab.
Was it a Boston Crab?
Who knows?
As we go,
more right hands to the masked face of Little Evil. We wouldn't be able to tell you if he was bleeding, even if he was.
And he hits him with a face smasher. Crimson X backs off, but goes right back on the attack.
Doesn't capitalize off the face smasher, and
gets caught with the forearm, and Little Evil flies and hits him with a knee.
It was like Crimson X kind of hesitated there for a second, like he didn't know what he wanted to do.
It's because I felt like he knew that Little Evil was playing possum, and hits him
with
a super kick. Knocks the face paint off of Crimson X here tonight.
And now Little Evil with the Irish whip into the corner. It's not looking good for Crimson X, but Crimson X using his overpowering strength here to get out of that corner. But now Little Evil with an elbow to break out of that.
And sends him back into the corner. Little Evil wants to
another
make a maneuver.
chin check.
Oh, and a huge right hand that sends Little Evil down.
And now he is waiting for a maneuver here, Mr. Incredible.
This is going to be bad. And
he takes him down. The execution getting locked in.
He locks it in.
And there's nowhere for Little Evil to go.
Little Evil needs to tap or nap right here, right now.
Will he tap? Will he tap?
Alfred asking all the right questions.
No, he
Little
breaks
Evil
out.
Fights out of it. You know, it's that little frame that may have just helped him get out of that one here tonight.
It was lucky that he did, because there was nothing. There was only Crimson X between him and the ropes. He was not getting a rope break anytime soon.
I don't see him moving Crimson X over. Crimson X being such a big man, and he gets him on a pop-up. What is this? A pop-up pedigree by Little Evil. Little Evil looking to put Crimson X away here. Alfred gets down.
1, 2, just a 2
count. Little Evil almost picks up a victory over the Hardcore Champion.
Man, I gotta be honest with you. I thought that I've seen every pop-up maneuver, and then just when I thought I saw every pop-up maneuver, they pop up something else.
And you gotta like it. And he hits him with the Salina del Sol. Little Evil on the attack here tonight.
Little Evil in a frenzy right now.
Gets him up. Perfect plex. He gets it.
Doesn't go for the cover, but does enough damage that Crimson X has to retreat to the outside of the ring.
Oh, but catches a right hand on his way back into the ring.
And
Crimson
sends
him all
driving him into the mat.
You see the methodical pace that Crimson X puts on Little Evil. And he goes for the cover. Just a 1 count. Little Evil looking to injure the head, neck, and shoulder area of Little Evil, and gets him and calls for him to get to his feet.
Crimson X looking for another high-risk maneuver.
Oh, but misses the flying neck breaker.
Their high-risk maneuvers have not been paying off here tonight. And look at Little Evil hyping himself up.
Rallying up. Will he put Crimson X away here tonight?
Crimson X manages to make his way back to his feet and hits him with the snapmare to take him off.
Oh, and a big knee dead center of the back, hitting nothing but bone. Oh,
and
another
big right hand.
Mike Tyson knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and an arm drag by Little Evil. Little Evil not staying down. The heart of this man.
And a flatliner.
Flatliner down to Crimson X.
Man, Little Evil is on a tear right now. He's going for... What is this? Oh, he drives the knee down.
That was like a DDT to someone's leg.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
And Little Evil gets him down. Looking
it could be over.
To knock the
it could
face
be over.
off.
But no. Crimson X
over.
Using his karate moves to dodge that kick.
Straight wasteland DDT by Crimson X. But no.
A judo throw from Little Evil to get right back onto his feet. And everything that Crimson X is doing to try to stop that momentum. 1, 2, just a 2
count.
Everything that Crimson X is doing to try to break his momentum is just not working for him. Little Evil is staying on him like white on rice. Unless you dye it, because then the rest is yellow.
And there you go. As you can see, that Little Evil second rope, but doesn't get it.
You guys got to stay off the ropes, man. Stay off the ropes because it's not doing you guys any favors.
And another perfect plex by Little Evil that sends the back of Crimson X Crimson X neck to the mat. That was really hard to say.
Try saying that 5 times fast, ladies and gentlemen.
And oh, Little Evil looking to knock the face paint off. He does!
And there goes that beautiful enziguri. And now Little Evil on the rope in a double axe handle. He's just attacking him without relent.
Trying to soften up his brother's opponent.
And here comes a super kick. And it looks like Crimson X is bloody. And look at Little Evil going crazy.
He's wilding out, ladies and gentlemen. He's going out. And he is looking to do some damage. And Crimson X fights out of it and hits him with a face smasher.
And now a big right hand from Crimson X. Went for the German. But Little Evil out the back. Turns him over. Sends him into the corner.
And the corner is where Little Evil wanted him to be all along. Will he finally land the maneuver he's been looking to do?
And look, it's looking like he will.
Gets him on the top.
But no!
Not enough.
Crimson X fights out.
But no, another pop-up.
Into a pedigree.
Pop-up pedigree.
Into the pedigree. Is it over?
Crimson
X.
Is
it over?
Crimson X looks out of it. Will Little Evil get it?
1, 2, 3.
Little Evil picks up the victory over Crimson X here tonight.
What a big victory for Little Evil, man. Picking up a victory over the reigning hardcore champion. Beautifully executed super kick. And the pedigree. It looked like Crimson X got the upper hand as he kicks him off of the top rope. And as he went for the double axe handle, instead got caught with a kick to the sternum, which then turned into a pedigree for Crimson X to pick up the loss at the hands of the younger brother of the leader of the Black Label Society.
Will this be a future to see? Can you see Big Evil doing the same thing that his little brother did here tonight?
No, I can't, because Big Evil weighs like three times as much as Little Evil.
Oh, well, I'm not saying all the high-flying maneuvers, but I'm saying the victory.
The victory is definitely possible, but I don't think we're going to be seeing any pop-up anything.
You gotta admit, man, that this will be a sight to see if you see this man right here picking up this victory over Crimson X. If Big Evil is the next guy to pick up a victory over Crimson X.
This could easily be a foreshadowing for a new hardcore champion.
I can see it. I can definitely see it.
I haven't seen Crimson X dominated like this in a while.
And Crimson X just picked up a loss. I don't think Crimson X lost in quite some time. This is a loss, and it's got to be a little bit devastating.
That's probably going to be the most crushing blow to the momentum of Crimson X going forward. To be honest with you, I don't see anybody stopping the momentum of. I didn't see anybody stopping the momentum of Crimson X, but obviously that wasn't the case here tonight.
Anything can happen here at WGW.
And making his way to the ring again. Hopefully makes it to the ring this time. Because Primetime has had a rough return to WGW. He made a big impact in the Rumble. Unfortunately, he was unable to go into his match against the current Internet Champion Mike Briggs due to the attack by RTB from behind. And then on top of that, he got into a little scuffle with Chase Henderson in the back.
Yeah, Primetime is... I don't know. It looks like he's turned over a new leaf, but got more heat now than he did when he was in EAG.
That isn't that always the case though? You know, they always call you out for your faults. It's never a good feeling when people go out of their way to make you feel bad.
It's not really a light guy, I hear. So Mr. Jacob Winters Primetime is making his in-ring return after the Great War, and he is going up against none other than Mr. Money in the Bank, Christian Blake.
The only thing I gotta say about this match is that whoever wins, this is gonna be a fast-paced match.
Oh, they're gonna be all over the ring.
I don't see this match being a slow one for any stretch of the imagination. So going forward into this one, I gotta be honest with you, it's gonna be a good match going forward. I'm excited to see this match.
I cannot wait, because it is the return of the high flyer. This man right here, Jacob Primetime Winters, is in the building,
and he is ready to finally make his return to the ring, as he has a title match not so far away. At Outbreak, he will be facing Brad Bishop. But it's alternatively, in a funny turn of events, Brad Bishop and Primetime will be teaming up to take on none other than EAG. If you could believe that, Mr. Incredible.
And it's funny because it's like one of those things. If you're the enemy of my enemy,
you're my friend. And
that's how it looks like right here, because these guys, Brad Bishop picked up the victory and got the international champion from Primetime, and now they're tag team. They're about to be tag team partners.
I don't think it has anything to do with the international title for this particular match. I think it has everything to do with pride. RTB turned his back on Primetime as well as Philly, and now he's looking to get a little bit of revenge, and Brad Bishop wants to join in on that revenge.
Oh, I can definitely see it, but I can definitely see this match right here going bananas. As you see Christian Blake going head-to-head against Primetime here tonight. The dream matches are they're just shooting out there, man, and I cannot wait to bring it to you.
Money in the Bank going up against the first ever international champ. It's going to be a high-octane, high-flying, high-pace, just fun all-around match. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be a fantastic match. Honestly, I don't think I got anybody in this match in particular. I just want to watch it, and it's going to be great to call it.
I just love the talent pool that we have at WGW. Great matches all around, and I cannot wait. Can you imagine? This is I'm just spitballing here, bloody. Christian Blake, Primetime, Bones, Aaron Cruz, Rob Cross, Xander Octane, Edward Davis, Mike Briggs. All of these guys are going to be in one building, and that is WGW Coliseum coming up this October.
It's going to be a massive pay-per-view. And now Alfred has rung the bell, and these two men will lock horns.
And they meet dead center of the ring.
And a nice technical Russian leg sweep.
And then he gets back up to his feet. Christian Blake is looking to dish out some more damage to Primetime.
A little bit of a mean-spirited kick there. Goes for the eye rake, and he manages to get it.
Trying to rip the mask off of the luchador.
And a German suplex as Christian Blake starts this match off strong.
Oh, and a double leg takedown by Primetime. Primetime looking to not take this down without a fight.
And another clothesline from Christian Blake. Christian Blake is here to fight. Going for another eye rake, and again lands it.
He's looking to rip the mask off of Primetime, it looks like.
It looks like a much easier mask to rip off if you were really trying.
Oh, and a right hand. And Primetime may be out. No. Into a DDT, and he's hung up on the ropes.
That was a mean-spirited DDT. And it looks like Christian Blake is here to make a statement as he goes for a cover and already.
Will it be over?
One. Just a one.
Just a one count. Not enough to put him away. Not even enough to get a 2 count.
Now Primetime with an elbow to Christian Blake underneath and a kick to the knee.
Another leg kick.
And a third one.
Kick that puts him to the mat.
And now going for a springboard splash and catches it.
Lands 100% of that.
Oh, that's all of it. That's all of it. And drops the elbows on the shoulders and the collarbone area there as Primetime starting to finally build some momentum in this match.
Gets him up to his feet, but Christian Blake looking to end him real quick and shoulder checks him down to the mat.
Go for another cover. One. Just a one
count, but you got to think Christian Blake has the right thing in his mind and has a victory, a W in this matchup.
And again going for the eye rake, but this time Primetime manages to fight out of it.
Well scouted.
Hits him with the Northern Light suplex to take Christian Blake off of his feet. Onto the second rope, and a big splash.
Primetime looking to do the damage that needs to be done against Christian Blake.
And now grabbing up the legs. And what are we seeing here?
There's a vicious Texas Cloverleaf. And he has him all the way down that his neck is torqued against the mat.
I got it, Mr. Incredible. It was the Texas Cloverleaf that Crimson X won the belt with.
It was the Texas Cloverleaf. That's exactly what it was.
And now a shoulder check from Christian Blake. And again going for a quick cover.
One, two. Just a 2 count, but Primetime gets a solid 2 count this time. And Christian Blake looking to continue the attack on the collarbone.
Returning the favor of the Primetime for earlier. And now Christian Blake going for a high-risk maneuver, calling for Primetime to get up.
But will he successfully land this springboard? Gets it, and he misses.
And a recalculating maneuver there on Christian Blake's part. And a big chop. And a big right hand. and hooks the
Christian Blake
arm
going for a ride
into a German suplex by Primetime. And now Primetime gets him back onto his feet and into an Irish whip into the corner.
Back into the corner as Christian Blake turns him around.
Well, we're seeing a big wrist maneuver from Primetime here, but no.
Eats the DDT.
Eats a DDT instead.
Christian Blake drags him over to the center of the ring. And will he go for the cover?
Again goes for a cover. Hook of the leg. One. Just a one.
Not even a 2 count. Primetime still has the resiliency. Still has the willingness to fight.
And again with the eye rake. And it's like Christian Blake just does not like the eyes of Primetime here. And a big hip toss taking Primetime right back down to the mat.
And Christian Blake gets him above the shoulders. What will he do? Into the GTS! The GTS!
With the cover. One, two, just a 2
count. 2. Sweet!
And then Primetime still showing a little bit of resiliency in the ring.
And
now Christian Blake taunting to the crowd there.
Showing that he doesn't give a care in the world as he hangs himself up in the corner. But no, meets a forearm this Primetime.
And now going for a suplex.
Oh, and tilt-a-whirl neck breaker. Will he get him here?
One, two. Just a 2.
Fights out of it.
And Primetime still fighting into this match.
Will Christian Blake put away the luchador? And a vicious knee to the side of the face.
And another one. Driving those knees into the side of the head of Primetime. This is not going to be a good one on his part here.
And Christian Blake rethinking that maneuver, and I can see why as Primetime wisely sneaks out of the ring. And Primetime gets caught into the corner. And Christian Blake sends him into the other end.
And a big forearm. Primetime having a hard time staying competitive here.
And shoves him away.
But doesn't capitalize and hits
into a Northern Lights.
Northern Lights with the
cover. The cover here.
One, two.
Just a 2. Primetime with the shoulder up once again.
Now Primetime with the hook of the leg. Taking Christian Blake down and now stomping away at the face of Christian Blake. Christian Blake has dominated this match entirely.
As Primetime may have the opening he needs. And he goes for it. And an enziguri to the side of the head of Christian Blake.
And now, what are you doing, Primetime?
Primetime goes up to the corner trying to get the gladiators behind him.
What are you doing?
Gets him, and a fireman's
went for the grapple, but again got countered by Christian Blake.
And goes up, military press.
What if you throw him out of the ring? Into a power slam.
Christian Blake showing the strength.
Going for a cover, but too close to the rope.
Foot under the rope. Alfred, the senior official, gets the call right.
Stomping away at the former international champion.
And a double foot stomp by the Money in the Bank holder.
And stomping away. He is just not showing any remorse here in this ring. But an arm drag from Primetime to try to get back into the ring, into the match, and start building some momentum. And a big uppercut.
And another sends him against the ropes.
And now ties him up on the ropes there.
What will he do? And a clubbing right here to the chest.
3, 4, 5, 6.
And Primetime, one more to the side of the head. Christian Blake was rocked right there.
And now Primetime working his way and dropping
double leg drop
into the no-no parts of Christian Blake as he brings Christian Blake back up to his feet.
But Christian Blake reverses, sends him into the corner.
And gets the leg caught here, but hits him with an enziguri. Doesn't take him off of his feet though, but it's enough to get the backdrop to take him down.
That was a specialty backdrop there by Christian Blake, showing the strength. And he is looking to kick the mask off. No, misses.
Primetime managing to dodge the kick of Christian Blake there, and he turns Christian Blake over, possibly looking for a big maneuver here as he puts Christian Blake on the top rope.
Gets him on the top. What will he do here? Will Primetime get the finishing maneuver that he needs? And it is and a sunset powerbomb, but doesn't go for the cover.
Doesn't go for the cover, which is actually surprising because it looked like that could have put Christian Blake away. And now sends him back into the corner.
Primetime
and
not done yet.
Putting them back up.
Not done yet. It's Primetime.
And will it be over for Christian Blake here?
Will he get him again? That's 2 times in a row.
And doesn't go for the cover.
2 times in a row.
This time he does.
For the cover here.
1, 2. Just a 2
count. Christian Blake manages to kick out a 2 of those sunset flips off the top.
Man, that was that was unexpected. As you don't really see Primetime do big time maneuvers like twice in a row like that.
And Primetime goes after in a reverse. Oh, dragon suplex there.
Beautifully executed. As Primetime may have an opportunity to come back and win this match here. And another suplex. Went from dragon to regular. And is it possible that Christian Blake may have burned himself out early in the match?
I can definitely see it, as Christian Blake just has no answer until now in a clubbing right hand to the back. And Primetime looked like he was going to take off the cover, but he meets a skull crushing finale.
And now working for that kick a second time, and it looks like this time Primetime eats that foot.
Ate all of the kick there, but Christian Blake does not go for the cover, not the finishing touches, and he goes for a curb stomp, ladies and gentlemen. And I think he may have reopened the nose of Primetime. Primetime that surgically the nose over because of the kicks from Kurt Collins, and he meets a neck breaker there.
And he's going for another one.
Oh, into
that submission.
The last
into the submission. It could be over right here.
The last chancery.
It could be over right here.
Christian Blake and Primetime taps out. Christian Blake comes up on top here tonight. The Money in the Bank guy rolls through and comes out with a victory over the Luchador Primetime.
Big victory for Money in the Bank. That's the kind of momentum that he needed going into the money. When he cashes in that suitcase and he picks up a victory, or possibly picks up a victory over any one of the champions in WGW, he'll have that momentum going into it. It'll never hurt you going into a match coming off of a high. Definitely because it's a surreal feeling. You can always have that extra energy, pent up aggression, and take it to the very next opponent that you meet in the ring.
I could definitely see it, and that is a completely different high than Jack Rudy's. This is a momentum high. This is him winning his matches. This is him going forward and winning with that maneuver there, the last chancery, and putting Primetime out here tonight. But that match did not disappoint. It was a great contest. Christian Blake, congratulations. You are on top of the world, my friend. And I am looking forward to calling your matches from here until the end of days. Christian Blake, ladies and gentlemen, here at WGW.
And we're moving right along into the very next match, people. We got...
Oh, man. This was a bit of a dream match for me, buddy. This is Kurt Collins going head-to-head against the Internet Champion, Mike Briggs.
Come on, man. Come on. If you're gonna say it, at least say it right. All right? We're talking about the current, reigning, not defending, Internet Champion, Mike Briggs. My boy, Mike Briggs.
Mike Briggs did the absolute unthinkable when he picked up the biggest victory of his career.
Of the history of WGW.
Claiming to be the next Internet Champion. And ladies and gentlemen, it was a fine moment for everyone in the locker room.
Except for me. It was a little bit of a heartbreak for me.
Nowhere near for me. Mike Briggs, your new Internet Champion, but he is going against none other than this guy right here, Kurt Collins. Kurt Collins has been in this league of ours since day one. Kurt Collins he feels like he needs to be in the big time, and this is the direction he needs to get to face Mike Briggs. Mike Briggs versus Kurt Collins. This is a hell of a matchup on paper. Will it live up to the hype? I cannot tell. You cannot tell. The gladiators can't tell. But you know who can tell? These guys right here.
And Spider-Man.
And Alfred. Because he's there and he is looking to put this match down the middle. Call it down the middle as Kurt Collins and Mike Briggs go head to head.
Oh, Alfred. I thought you were going to say Spider-Man.
I definitely heard you.
I mean, are you surprised as to why?
And here he goes. This is Mr. Kurt Collins, ladies and gentlemen.
Or as he likes to be called, the Black Spider-Man. And now Venom making his way to the ring.
Look at the new look. He is now going head to head.
I gotta find out who this guy goes to get his body paint. Because you gotta wonder, it must be a nightmare getting that stuff off after a match.
It has to be, man. It just gotta be a nightmare to take off all of that paint after this. But he is here. This is Kurt Collins, and this is the Kurt Collins that we've been dying to see. This is the Kurt Collins that needs to go into the building, go head to head, and he is looking to go head to head against Mike Briggs, the current champion.
And it's going to be a tough match for Kurt Collins, as even the Brawler Ian, one of the most respected members of the Empire, was unable to defeat Mike Briggs in one-on-one competition, and was unable to defeat Edward Davis when he had his opportunity in that triple threat. So it's going to be interesting to see if Mike Briggs can walk away with the victory here, showing some strength as champion, or if Kurt Collins will do a little bit of damage and leave people here wondering what could have happened if Kurt Collins had won his match last week for that #1 contendership.
I could just imagine, man. And this is something I've been dying to see. And this is Mike Briggs coming out. Oh man, I'm excited, bloody. I'm excited. The current internet champion.
The internet champion.
Mike Briggs, the headhunter, the head honcho here at WGW, is coming out. And man, does that belt look gorgeous on him, man. Look at that title, bloody. Look at that title.
Gorgeous is a little bit too strong of a word, but
I know it could have been hurt and red. But here it is. The internet title is in the building. Mike Briggs in the building.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Shots fired, huh?
Mike Briggs. Oh, man, I've been waiting for this moment.
I wasn't even dissing your belt, man. I wasn't even dissing the belt. I was talking about the words you chose to describe it, my boy. Jeez, man.
As we continue with the champ, Mike Briggs is here.
Fun fact.
One-on-one.
Fun
with
fact.
Kurt Collins.
Mike Briggs actually wanted a hurt red belt at one point.
Here we go. Career. The headhunter. Someone's in their feelings, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Briggs. Head to head, Kurt Collins and Alfred takes it away, takes control.
Now they meet in the ring.
Oh, and a tilt-a-whirl slam,
slam right
Kurt
there, my
Collins. Boy. Kurt Collins looking to dish up the damage that needs to be done, and he goes over with a cross arm breaker and lands it.
That's a strong opening for Spider-Man.
That's Venom.
That's same
Venom.
Tomato, you know.
And he drags over.
Spider-Man had it first.
Oh, and a big boot to the face that sends Mike Briggs across the ring.
It's gonna be interesting to see if Kurt Collins' technical style is what could be the downfall to Briggs.
Oh, I can see it, because him being the slimmer, the sleeker, the faster man in this competition, that may be the factor that Mike Briggs needs.
Let's not forget that Mike Briggs is a bit nimble himself, so that's not to say that he's gonna stop him in his tracks, but it's clear to see that Kurt Collins' technical expertise has a little
and look at the submission off of Mike Briggs, but too close to the ropes, and a snapmare by Kurt Collins off of that position.
As Kurt Collins brings Mike Briggs back to his feet and gets shoulder checked by my boy,
Mike Briggs.
You know, I met Mike Briggs back in the locker room once, and he said, "Man, I wish I could go to Asylum for one day to win that television title." You know, and I told him, "Oh, that's a good looking title, man. That's a good looking title."
As Kurt Collins goes after the shoulder once again, and Mike Briggs is in the hurt position, but no, boots off Kurt Collins
and a big forearm, taking him down. It's one of the reasons why Mike Briggs and me were so close. We have similar tastes, you know.
We have a match to call, bloody.
As Mike Briggs looking to hit a pump handle.
Oh, an alley-oop slam by Mike Briggs. And Mike Briggs there and taunts out to the crowd. Look at this man, yo.
He is loving life right now, and you can't blame him. And a big right hand to the side of Kirk Collins. And now...
What? Oh, that package power driver!
There it is! Drops it down!
Power driver! Mike Briggs may have had the match won all along. Here he goes.
1, 2...
Oh my goodness. Close.
It was almost over right there. But Kirk Collins manages to get his shoulder off the mat. And look at that springboard arm drag right there.
Kirk Collins, with a nasty leg kick. And hit all of the thigh of Mike Briggs.
And a backdrop. Taking Mike Briggs off his feet. And now it was like Kirk Collins goes for the cover. But the legs too close to the rope there.
The senior official all over that one. And he fights out of that. And gets him with a nice
forward Russian leg sweep. And now turns him over, goes for a cover.
Another cover by Mike Briggs.
1, 2, just a 2
count. Kirk Collins still has the fight left in him.
And now Mike Briggs amping himself up, doing what he's known for, getting ready to dish out the damage.
And Mike Briggs, eats the fireman's carry.
And now Kirk Collins is in control of the match. Can he capitalize?
And
a big suplex. I thought he was going for a DDT there.
I thought he was doing the same, but manages to lift up the big man and send him across. And
there goes the flurry, ladies and gentlemen.
We all know too well. And there goes the kicks, the educated kicks of Kirk Collins, and a spinning back kick that puts Mike Briggs on his back.
And he is pinpointing every weak spot on Mike Briggs' body with those kicks and punches.
And Mike Briggs with that knee bar.
And you can see that Kirk Collins was clutching his knee a little bit. Maybe a factor later in the match.
Spine buster.
And the spine buster with the hook of the leg.
Here he goes. Alfred covers.
1, 2. Just a 2 as Kirk Collins again manages to kick out.
You can see the pressure being put on the champ. And Kirk Collins comes back with the shoulder check that sends him to the mat.
And now picking him up.
What will he do here?
Drags him to the center.
What is Kirk Collins going to do? No, he brings him
around the
town.
world.
Bring it around town, bloody. There you go.
And around the world.
He's still going.
What was that?
I'm swinging it.
No, man.
Just swinging.
Don't do that, man. And now we're going for a cover. 1, 2. And just a 2
count.
And now Kirk Collins looking a little bit disillusioned by not picking up that pinfall victory.
Kirk Collins
goes to the apron and now looking for a big risk maneuver.
It hasn't been going well tonight. Will they get it? Kirk Collins to the top.
And Mike Briggs dodges it with his lightning speed.
And a vicious DDT. Mike Briggs sends his face first into the mat.
And again on the opposite side this time, going for the crowd. Trying to get the audience behind him. And now Mike Briggs looking to put him away right here.
Will it be it? A big maneuver in play. And it is that package power driver. He gets him up and slams him head first.
Drops him down.
There is nothing that can soften that blow. That is a vicious blow.
1, 2. And Kirk Collins kicks out for the second time.
The toughness
of that package power driver
is on display here tonight. Kirk Collins kicked out of not 1 but 2 package power drivers and kicks out of that cutter, but still managed Mike Briggs on the upper hand. And the strength of Mike Briggs may have just been outshadowing the venom.
And he kicks him off the rope there.
That big flying senton.
But it looks like it hurt. It looks like it hurt Kirk Collins just as much as it did Mike Briggs, or maybe not as much as he's getting up first.
And Kirk Collins makes it up to a knee.
Goes for the cover.
For a desperate cover.
1, 2. Just a 2 count. As Mike Briggs again manages to get the shoulder off the mat.
Mike Briggs is going after the collarbone once again. Oh no, excuse me. Kirk Collins as Mike Briggs fights out of the collarbone attack and gets him here. And this is a pump handle
alley-oop right there.
Pump handle.
There it is.
That is devastating. That is just devastating. And will he get
also,
the cover
it looks like
here?
It hurts.
And here we go.
1, 2. Just
a 2 count. as
And now
Mike Briggs
stomping away at Kurt Collins. And now looking like he's going to hit him with the third
No way.
package pile driver. And he does. He gets it. It might be over for Kurt Collins.
He hits it. It is good night, Irene.
Hooks the leg.
Gets him here. Game,
1,
set,
2.
match, ladies and gentlemen.
Mike Briggs.
The
You remember that rapper?
Internet champion.
That Internet champion.
Mike Briggs.
My boy, Mike Briggs. And for the record, Mike Briggs, if you ever want to come to Asylum, you want to go for that TV belt, you let me know. I'm all for it. But
You were going to say that rapper?
that rapper, Mike Jones, that's what I'm going to do with Mike Briggs from now. Mike Briggs. His name is Mike Briggs.
And man, this was a great matchup between these two competitors. Mike Briggs going head-to-head against Kurt Collins. This was a match I needed to call. I needed to see because I needed to know who would win. Because the respect to both of these competitors, because they left the main event Mafia and Empire in the back. They dished it out here tonight one-on-one.
Absolutely. There was no brands here. It was just two men in the ring, leaving everything that they had in there. And it goes to show you that Mike Briggs is not a chump. He is a champion for a reason. He's taking out the enforcer of the Empire.
Mike Briggs.
And Mike Briggs, one sweaty guy, but he's one sweaty guy covered in gold.
He definitely, and what is going on? The champ in the building, that's all I can say.
He's high, man. He's high on life right now. He's the champ, baby. You can't get angry at the man. Do your thing, Mike Briggs. Do your thing. I'm sure there's a couple of ladies in the crowd who want to get jiggy with it.
Mike Briggs, but Mike Briggs, guess what, my friend? You will be facing either one of these two men, or you will be facing Chris Dallas, because tonight we have the chosen one, Chase Henderson, going head-to-head against Alex.
The man with the greatest damn DDT in WGW. And let me tell you something right now. When you think about DDTs, only that man can reach stardom. Alright? That's the level of DDT we're talking about here. And Chase Henderson, I hope you get what's coming to you, you woman beater.
I knew this was coming.
I'm surprised you're not behind bars, Chase. I'm surprised you're not behind bars.
And here we go. As you can see, Chase Henderson go head-to-head against Alex Lone Wolf. The winner of this matchup will go face Chris Dallas in the main event of Live next week.
Lone Wolf will go to face Chris Dallas in the match next week. That's what I'm expecting. That's what's gonna happen. I'm calling it. Dark horse pick of the night, the Lone Wolf.
And we all know how he feels. But will you guys feel the same way? Let us know in the chat. Do you have hashtag Lone Wolf or hashtag
Woman beater?
Chase? Hashtag Chase. They go head-to-head right here. Main event of WGW Live here tonight. And I cannot wait. This feels like a big fight tonight. Big fight feel in the air.
I can feel it. Oh. Listen, man. I'm a little delusional, man. I'm a little sick. I took some medication. So, you know, I'm not entirely here tonight, but it's been a great card so far, and we're ending off strong because we got the Lone Wolf taking on the man who hits women,
the chosen one.
Take that Asylum logo off your shirt, man.
Chase Henderson, and you can tell that Bloody is a little medicated because that is not an Asylum logo on Chase Henderson's shirt. Chase Henderson coming down the aisle, coming strong, and here he is, the chosen one, going head-to-head against Alex Lone Wolf. This is going to be a great one here.
Yeah, we got Lone Wolf taking on Pinkheart.
Oh, yeah, that's the new thing of Chase Henderson, the black-hearted Chase Henderson. But Chase Henderson, he needs this victory. He needs this victory.
I know.
He needs this victory
because in recent memory, the only victory he's had has been against a woman. I mean, if that doesn't tell you everything you need to know, I don't know what does.
Chase Henderson being a part of the squadron, looking at his two former teammates holding the most prestigious title in WGW, the Internet title, and he is titleless. That's gotta, you know,
sting it all deep in your little pink heart, right? Am I right?
That's gotta have a big chip
And
on
here
your shoulder.
he is, the man with the greatest damn DDT. He is one of the best, lasted longer than Chris Dallas in the Rumble, I think. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Shade. Alex Lone the WGW original Alex Lone Wolf is in the building, and he's going head-to-head against Chase Henderson. I cannot wait. These are some of the top guys we have in the business, and they are showing it off. Showing off their skills,
well,
showing off their technique.
One of them are. One of them are. I'll say that much. Look at that. Look at that jacket. Where is the Lone Wolf merch? That's what I want to see. I want to wear me a jacket that says greatest DDT in the world. Speaking of merch, if you don't, if you're looking like a bum and you don't want to, hit up diamondmerch.com, because Chris Diamond has a little something for everybody, whether it be sunglasses, it be pimp coats, it be t-shirts, it be tights or pants, whatever you want to wear, man.
Let them know how
Diamond
much it costs.
$1 million.
Shout out to G Money merch on the way, coming soon. And here we go as Alfred rings the bell and they meet square in the middle of the ring, and Chase Henderson boots off Alex Lone Wolf.
Overpowers Lone Wolf to start the match off and goes for a snap suplex, taking Lone Wolf down.
Lone Wolf not looking too good right now as Chase Henderson gives him a boot to the side and comes off strong with the curb stomp. Curb stomp to Alex Lone Wolf. And Chase Henderson, and a flying moonsault off of the second rope.
And a kick to the back of Lone Wolf. I didn't think that it was possible for him to actually hit a man.
And Chase Henderson, and hits the arm against the mat. Lone Wolf gets and a flying senton by Chase.
As Lone Wolf lays on the ground in pain, but now finally works his way up in a shoulder check to take Pinkheart down.
And Chase Henderson may be catching all of this. And this is a neck breaker with the knee of Lone Wolf, the brace knee of Lone Wolf.
I hope it hit the metal, Chase. I hope it hit the metal.
And Lone Wolf goes up to the top, and another knee to the forehead of Chase Henderson.
Knees for you. Everybody gets a knee out here.
And a nice head scissors by Chase Henderson. Taking control once again.
Lone Wolf with an uppercut to get the control back on his end. Goes... twist that arm around.
No, Chase Henderson rolls over, showing the technique. And gets him and boots off Lone Wolf.
And a big forearm. Now turns him over, trying to get a big maneuver here as he brings him up to the second rope.
Second rope maneuver here.
Going for a neck breaker.
Oh no, this has got to be bad.
Oh man.
Dishing up
goes for the cover.
Breaker. Goes for the cover here.
One,
two. Just a 2 count. Lone Wolf gets the shoulder up.
And look at that.
And a head scissors.
Dropping the elbows on the top of the head.
Oh, that was brutal. Brutal elbows to the top of the head of Lone Wolf.
And now Lone Wolf in trouble if he can't get away from Chase.
Chase Henderson with a shooting star press off of the top. But doesn't go for the cover.
Nah, he's looking to deal some damage. I think he has something to prove that he can beat on men and women.
And Lone Wolf goes over and sends him into the ropes. Comes back but misses the clothesline.
Look, it looked like he was going for a clothesline to take the man's head off.
And
it's a shame he missed.
And a leg kick by Alex Lone Wolf, but Alex gets tossed back into the corner, and Chase follows him down, but he catches the kick.
And what is this? Into a powerbomb!
Vicious powerbomb by Lone Wolf.
Man, that was beautiful. But a double leg kickoff for Chase Henderson to get back in control of the match. Goes for a cover. I don't see that being the end of this match.
1, 2. Just a 2 count. Lone Wolf gets the shoulder up.
Solid 2. And a knee to the back of Lone Wolf.
And Chase Henderson meets the face smasher of Alex Lone Wolf. And Lone Wolf gets him up. And
into
another
a powerbomb. Man, he went all the way down. He fell with him.
That fall away powerbomb made famous by Jack Swagger. And the Wolfen! The
Wolfen! Down he goes!
Goes for the cover!
Alfred
gets down.
1, 2.
Just a 2 count as Chase Henderson manages to fight out of that cover there.
And what will we be seeing? Will we be seeing what I like to call the end of the world for anyone on the receiving end? The world's greatest DDT!
The Lone Wolf DDT on display, ladies and gentlemen.
He goes. Is it over? He drags him back to the center of the ring, goes for the cover.
He gets him down.
1, 2, just a 2
count. Chase Henderson fights out of that count and fights out of the world's greatest damn DDT, the Lone Wolf DDT.
Man, I was hoping that he maybe crack his skull or something. I don't know, man. I don't know.
And all going straight after
and dabbing on him.
The good knee of Lone Wolf, and and a kick to the center of his sternum,
sending him from one end of the ring to the other. And now Chase Henderson sends him into the corner there, turning him over, looking for another big maneuver. Are we going to be seeing that neck breaker again?
No, he's tossing him back in, and we are going to see the discus forearm by Chase. Yes, we are. The discus forearm.
He is down, and now he is calling for the end.
Kick, the Venom kick. And he gets it. He does knock in the throw off of Alex Lone Wolf.
And his arm is under the rope. His arm is under the rope.
Yep, his arm is under the rope. The senior official catches
my boy, a ring awareness of a champion.
Oh, and tosses him off for the cutter. And Lone Wolf looking to dish out some more damage into the dark matter. He hits the dark matter on Chase Henderson.
Turns him over, goes for the cover, hooks the leg. 1, 2,
3. Is it a 3? No, it's not a 3. It's a 2 count by Chase Henderson.
Drags him back to the center of the ring here.
No, into a reverse DDT by Chase Henderson.
I'll give him credit. That was okay.
There he goes, but he goes for the cover. That's a 2 count. And yes, he gets out at 2. Chase Henderson looking to end the matchup there with the
going for the
reverse
elbow on the top of the head
finisher maneuver.
But the Wolf coming out of the back to avoid the maneuver, avoiding those elbows to the top of the head, and sends him into the corner there.
What will Lone Wolf have up his sleeve?
What is he doing? What is he doing here? What?
Oh, and a big backbreaker by Lone Wolf, and he hits
what in
all
the
of it.
world did I just witness? It was beauty. And the Wolf end!
Another Wolf end to Chase Henderson. He goes for the cover here.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, just a 2 count. Chase Henderson fights out of that one.
And are we going to see another one? Oh, man.
Wolf runs against the ropes and a diving leg drop.
And another one.
And another leg drop to the chest of Chase Henderson.
And again a leg drop.
Not done just yet.
And another leg drop. Ladies and gentlemen, he is weakening up the head. But Chase Henderson with the face masher to get out of that trouble there.
Oh, and a big right hand. A big overhand right. But Lone Wolf sneaks out the back door.
And went for a German, but out the back with the clubbing right hand from Chase. And now a clubbing right hand from the Lone Wolf.
They are going back and forth.
And another clubbing
back and forth.
A kick to the back of the leg as he turns him over, sends him into the rope.
But no, Chase Henderson may be looking to hit him with the discus forearm once again. And he does. He is looking to put him away with the discus forearm here.
And he goes for the cover. 1,
is out.
1,
2, 3. Chase Henderson picks up a victory over the Lone Wolf. He will be facing Chris Dallas next week. 1-on-1.
Chris Dallas, my boy,
will take on Mike Briggs.
Do you even got to ask that question? My boy Chris Dallas taking on Mike Briggs. After next week, ladies and gentlemen, Mike Briggs, Chris Dallas, the Coliseum. Ladies and gentlemen.
It's outbreak.
Outbreak. Keep it in mind. It's happening. Chris Dallas, my boy. I see you. I see you, Chris.
Chase Henderson picking up a huge victory here tonight. Well-received match. This was a classic. This was a really good contest between these two men. They brought it to you. That was the reason. And I knew this would be this way. That's why they were the main event of the evening here tonight. And they brought it here.
They knew what was at stake.
They brought it.
They knew what was at stake. And Lone Wolf gave everything he had. He was a warrior in this ring. Did everything. Hit him with 2 wolf ends and the world's greatest DDT. And it wasn't enough to keep the woman beater down. As Chase Henderson wins his match by luck, I don't know what happened. Maybe he had like somebody pulled out some heels and he got angry. He saw some ladies in the audience and it drove him to rage because that's all he wanted to do was hit him.
The discus
I don't know.
The discus forearm puts Lone Wolf away here tonight, and now it is Chase Henderson 1-on-1 with Chris Dallas, who will be the guy to face Mike Briggs at Outbreak. Stay tuned,
bro.
Next week.
All I can say is this: if Chris Dallas beats Chase Henderson next week, maybe Chase Henderson could go after the women's title. That's all I got to say about that. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been our show. It has been a great card, great matches. Congratulations to the winners. Thank you all for watching. On whether you're on Twitch or you're on YouTube, we appreciate you. Give us a shout out if you know anybody who might be interested in joining. Make sure to give them the deets. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Bloody617.
And catch us tomorrow with me, Mr. Incredible 617, at Asylum, 7:30 Eastern. It is a great card there too. We give you 3 nights in a row with WGW content. We love ya, and this is us signing out.
World's greatest wrestling. Peace.